We're in Alice Springs, which is in the middle of the country. It's 102 degrees today. This is the telegraph station, which was set up in Alice Springs to communicate from Adelaide, which is the very bottom of Australia, and through telegraph stations all the way back to England, London. And so this is, and our guide said that they still send a telegraph like once every 6 months, so they consider it an active telegraph station. And this was the original building that they built. There was only one back in 1872 or thereabouts. Here, this is built between these are red gum trees, and it looks like they don't have any bark, but they're all over the place. And it looks like they're setting up for a wedding here tonight, or some kind of party. And here's our telegraph person. So in case you didn't get that, what did you say?
It was Karen, but I think I made two mistakes.
Oh.
Here to Bob. Can I do Bob?
Yeah, Bob. I'll do Bob. Okay.
Less words. Less letters. Okay, here's Grandpa sending a message, and the light should light down on that end on the right. Okay, that was B.O.B.
I have no idea how you would actually translate that on the other side, but the green light came on when it was translated. And these were zinc batteries. The anode was the zinc and the cathode was the carbon. Then they had ammonium chloride in the middle, and then so it's a standard reaction for a battery cell. And they said they lasted about 3 months. They needed 100 volts. Each cell produces 1.5 to 2 volts. So there was 55 or 60 of these things in series. You can see there's series, see the connectors, to add up to your 100 volts required. Okay, after the message we just sent, we're headed over to the telegraph office again. And there's George taking pictures.
Hey, George. George is from Framingham. Hey, Brad, Framingham.
This is a plaque. I'm not sure this will show up. Officers in Charge plaque from 1782, which was the first year, till 1932. Also, this was taken over in the World War II era by the Australian Army.
There's a message coming in.
Okay. I'm not sure how you tell when one letter starts and the next letter ends, but somebody must have known. Todd was the main man here. He established most everything. So there's the Todd Creek and the Todd House and the Todd River and the Todd everything. And his wife's name was Alice. And there's a underground river that runs through here. But they thought it was a spring, so then it got the name Alice Springs. It's like a corral of some sort over here. We can walk over to it. We had lunch here, a nice turkey sandwich with lots of veggies on it and a brownie and ice cream. And then we bought these beautiful fly nets. There's little tiny flies, and it's so dry they like to flap your nose and in your ears and your eyes. So I guess they're not bad today. But okay, the stockyards and gallows. Beef was killed late in the day or early evening and hanging. Maybe that's the gallows portion. And then over here is the gift store, and I think these lanterns were just set up for the party tonight because it's lining the way down to the event. The end.
There, I'll zoom in.
Yeah, that's Zoom.
That's not a selfie, is it?
No, it's a GoPro.
I'm Jeff Wood, and we're in Alice Springs at the Araluen Arts Centre for a unique concert of desert gospel. Now, church singing is at the heart of the Soweto Gospel Choir, a combination of Protestant hymns and African tribal traditions. And church is also vital for our next group, the Central Australian Aboriginal Women's Choir, made up of choirs from Undaria, Docker River, Arayonga, Mutijulu, Tichikala and Mission Block in Central Australia. They draw mainly on the tradition of Lutheran hymn singing, and that reflects the pioneering work of Lutheran missionaries in the 19th century. And while missionary activities are often criticised today from a post-colonial perspective, it's worth remembering that Lutheran missions in Central Australia did encourage the use of Indigenous languages, in many cases preserving them right down to the present day. And we'll hear two of those languages in our next two songs, both of them psalm settings. A Pitjantjatjara language version of Psalm 23, The Lord is my shepherd, and a Western Aranda setting of Psalm 36, Thy steadfast love, O Lord.
There once was a jolly swag camped by a billabong under the shade of a coolabah tree, and he sang as he watched and waited till his billy boiled. You'll come a waltzing Matilda with me. Down came a jumbuck to drink at the billabong. Up got the swaggy and grabbed him with glee, and he sang as he stowed that jumbuck in his tucker bag. You'll come a waltzing Matilda with me. Waltzing Matilda, waltzing Matilda, you'll come a waltzing Matilda with me. And he sang as he stowed that jumbuck in his tucker bag. You'll come a waltzing Matilda with me. Down came the squatter, mounted on his thoroughbred. Up came the troopers, 1, 2, 3. Who's the jolly jumbuck you've got in your tucker bag? You'll come a waltzing Matilda with me. Waltzing Matilda, waltzing Matilda, you'll come a waltzing Matilda with me. Who's the jolly jumbuck you've got in your tucker bag? You'll come a waltzing Matilda with me. I've got the swaggy and jumped into the billabong. You'll never catch me alive, said he, and his ghost may be heard as you pass by that billabong. You'll come a waltzing Matilda with me. Waltzing Matilda, waltzing Matilda, you'll come a waltzing Matilda with me, and his ghost may be heard as you pass by that billabong. You'll come a waltzing Matilda with me. Waltzing Matilda, waltzing Matilda, you'll come a waltzing Matilda with me. And he sang as he watched and waited till his billy boiled. You'll come a waltzing Matilda with me. Waltzing Matilda, and he sang as he watched and waited till his billy boiled. You'll come a waltzing Matilda with me.
Fortunately went to rock and roll heaven June 18, 1992 at the tender age of 48, 6 months after his last performance in Sydney. Peter did leave behind one of the most poignant songs ever written about Australia. I still call Australia home. Peter Allen, missed and truly the boy from Oz.
I've been to cities that never close down, from New York to Rio and old London town. But no matter how far or how wide I roam, I still call Australia home. I'm always traveling, I love still call Australia home. All the sons and daughters spinning around the world, away from their family and friends. But as the world gets older and colder, it's good to know where your journey ends. Someday we'll all be together once more, when all of the ships come back to the shore. I realize something I've always known. I still call Australia home. I still call